In this fundamentals video, we're going to look at evaluating a curve at a location or a percentage. And let's recover first the type of curves that we can have in Rhino. So we can have a first dimensional curve, which is basically a straight line, or this can also be a polyline that has a linear interpolation between points. We can also have arches, that is a two-dimensional curve with 3 points, or we can have NURBS curves that have more control points, or what we call as CVs, and there's quadratic function that interpolates between these points. Now, if you want to evaluate through these points, we can load them using the curve component and right click and choose set one curve to load this curve up. Now, if I do evaluate curve and load the curve into the C component, and for T, I need a parameter related to the curve domain. Now, we don't know the domain of this curve. Normally, it's somehow similar to the length of the curve, but as the information gets more complicated, let's say it's a three-dimensional curve like this, then the domain could have a different value. So first, we're going to look at the length. So if I use the curve length, because we are looking at a line, and the length of this line is somehow 40 units. So if I multiply that value with, let's say, 0.5, and we supply that into the t parameter, you can see that it's giving me the midpoint of the curve based on its length. So the beginning of it is on top. That's how I drew the curve. And the bottom of it is the end of it. Now, this will work fine when it's an arc. As you can see, we can still measure the length of the curve. The length and domain of the curve is pretty much consistent. But it doesn't work the same way when we get to a NURBS curve. So you cannot use the length information anymore. As you can see, 100% length somehow doesn't go to the end of the curve. Now, we can actually fix this by doing what we do as a curve domain. So you can extract the domain of the curve, and this will give you the information in terms of the numeric value for the beginning and the end of the domain. And then you need to deconstruct the domain to extract the larger value. And then you can multiply it with some percentage, and now you can get to the end of the curve pretty accurately. So now you can see that the evaluation moves pretty much smoothly. But we don't need to do any of this actually. So all we have to do is you can delete all of this, and you can come down here and attach the parameter that goes from 0 to 1. All you have to do is right click to C and do reparametrize. So what that does is basically restricts the domain of the curve to be between 0 and 1. So all we have to do is give it a floating value between 0 and 1, so we can evaluate the percentage along the curve. So this will basically help us achieve things a lot faster, and reparametrization basically normalizes the domain of the curve to a percentage.